the weakest R.S.D in my time, and I go and spend the most money ever. Madness, utter madness. Oh well, you only live once, I suppose. Hi everybody, it's Richard here again, and welcome to another video. Now this is Vinyl Inbox number 54, where I'm showing all the records I bought today, Record Store Day 2022, and it's the 15th anniversary. Personally, I think this is probably one of the weakest record store days. However, it's one where I spent the most money, which I just don't understand. But anyway, I do enjoy Record Store Day. I love it, always have loved it. Especially since I was able to get to stores like way back about 5-6 years ago. I had to order online. Now I can actually go, and it's great. I went up about 9:45 this morning, and I was in at 9:45 this morning, and I was back out before 10 this morning, so no queuing whatsoever. And so I've got about 7 items, and I'm pleased, even though I didn't need half of these, but I really fancied them. And the first one is Toy, and this is another release. This is the Toy EP. You've got it made with all the toys. They're going overboard with these toy releases. It's now turned into overkill. But yeah, there's a 6-track EP. You get a radio edit if you've got Habit of Leaving. You get 2 live versions, I Dig Everything, London Boys, a BBC session of Can't Help Thinking About Me, alternate ending of Silly Boy Blue, and the vocal and piano mix of Shadow Man. And it just follows the same way that the box set, with the inner sleeves, and it's on black vinyl, and it's on the ISO label, and it is nice. But again, it's 10-inch, and I would have loved a 12-inch EP, but not to be. Also with Bowie, I got another EP, and this one is called the Brilliant Adventure EP, which is basically an EP to promote the box set. And there is 4 unreleased tracks here. Johnny Downloader, which is also I'm Afraid of Americans, an early version. I Have Not Been to Oxford Town, alternative ending. And then you get 2 live songs, Small Plot of Land and My Death, both from 1995. So it's a nice back cover. The front cover is the same as the box set. You get again a nice inner, and I believe this one is just on black vinyl. Yeah, so that's the label there. But nice to have, adds again to the Bowie collection. The thing about the Bowie releases is I'll buy them because I'm a Bowie collector, and you know they will run out of things to print sometime soon, hopefully. But yeah, pleased to get it. This one here I wasn't going to buy, and then I saw it and I just couldn't resist it, and it wasn't that expensive, and it's the picture disc of the Slider. Exactly the same front cover as the album, and then you get the disc itself, which really is nice. Not necessary, probably won't ever be played, but again, big Mark Bolan fan, so I wanted it. It's funny that the inner sleeve has actually got a hole in it, which I don't understand why, and I noticed the Donna Summer album in the shop today also had the same. But nice to have, and I know there's a box set coming out of his 1972 material pretty soon, which I'm going to pass on because 2 of the albums are the live shows from the Born to Boogie soundtrack, which I just showed last week, so there's not a lot that I really want off it, and it'll probably be far too expensive. And this one here is Elton John, the complete Tom Bell sessions. I picked this up more or less as I was about to walk out. I saw it sitting on the rack. I thought, why not? I do have the CD of this. I also have the original 12-inch single from 1979, which has Are You Ready for Love on it, with Mama Can't Buy You Love and Three-Way Love Affair. Those 3 songs are all inside too. You also get Nice and Slow, Country Love Song, and a different version of Shine On Through, which is not as good as the single man version, but still it's a fantastic song, like. And there's the back cover. And with this one here, you get it in a nice sort of purpley violet coloured vinyl, yeah, and it's on the Rocket label as well. And you do actually get a polyline sleeve, but hey, so yeah, good to have. Wasn't overly cheap, but by that time I realised I was going mad anyway, so I picked it up. This one here was one of the 4 that I was originally going to get, and this is Nick Lowe, and this is Wireless World. Now this album, you may think, looks like Jesus of Cool, and it does, and it looks like pure pop for now people. The thing is, Jesus of Cool, the title, was not deemed appropriate for the US market, so they changed the title to Pure Pop for Now People. Now that title just didn't come out of the air, because if you do look at all the squares of Nick Lowe, and in the corners it all spells Pure Pop for Now People. But the album itself is slightly different. They dropped the song Shaker Pop and the live version of Heart in the City off the UK version, and they added, they called it Rock, which is basically Shake It Pop with different words, and Roller Show, which is about the Bay City Rollers. Don't know why they put that on. Plus they added the studio demo version of Heart of the City, which is better than the live version. So what this album does, it takes in all the tracks from the 2 albums. Now the track listing follows Jesus of Cool, so tracks 1 to 11 is the Jesus of Cool album, and then 12, 13 and 14 are the 3 that were added on to the Pure Pop for Now People album in America. And you have a nice back cover there with the guitar, and this one here comes in a really cool inner sleeve with very young looking drawing of Nick. And this comes also in a very dark green splattered vinyl on Yep Rock Records, that owns his whole catalogue now from America, and they're doing a good job of reissuing a lot of the stuff. So that's Nick Lowe, and I think there's a download code in here as well. So Nick Lowe, Wireless World, yeah, download code as well, don't need it though. Okay, next up, and this one here is an album that came out in the late 1999 I believe. It's got one of the worst covers of all time, but I always fancied hearing it, and it's released for Record Store Day, and it's Kevin Rowland, and it's My Beauty, and that is a shocking, awful cover. And I believe these are just cover versions. Now he does versions of The Greatest Love of All, Rag Doll, Daydream Believer, The Long and Winding Road, yeah, Labelled Love is on this as well, the Squeeze song. Thunder Road, previously on issue, so it must be added to this album for this release. I can't tell the bottom from the top. You'll Never Walk Alone. So yeah, it's interesting to hear this. I saw it, and this was the cheapest of all the records that I bought. And again, this one, nice inner sleeve. And I believe this one, I was going to say this comes in pink vinyl, but it doesn't. This comes in a really cool black stroke clear splatter vinyl, which is really, really nice. So that'll be one of the first ones I play today, because I've never heard it, and I'm sure he may actually butcher some of the songs, you know, knowing his voice, but you never know, it could be really good or it could be disastrous. And the last one is one of the best albums of the 80s, in my top 5 anyway, and this was so expensive, it was unbelievable. And it's the Proclaimers, Sunshine and Leith. Now this is now a double album. The first album is your normal album with the 3 singles, I'm Going to Be 500 Miles, I'm On My Way, and the title track Sunshine and Leith. But the second album, the first side, is bonus tracks which are more or less B-sides. So you have Better Days, Leaving Home, the First Attack band version, and then you get the 3 tracks from the King of the Road 4-track EP. You don't get King of the Road on it, but you do get Lulu Selling Tea, which is fantastic, Long Black Veil, which is good, and Not Ever. Side 4, however, you do get BBC sessions, and you also get Going Live on Radio 1 1990, where they actually do King of the Road and Blue Christmas. And yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tracks on side 4 and 6 on side 3. Yeah, it's a brilliant album, but it's really, really expensive. This double album, and it's not even a gatefold, costs 50 quid, £50, unbelievable. And then it's on coloured vinyl. I wonder what colour it would be. Oh, it's going to be blue, but no, it's not. And both albums are on another dark green splatter vinyl, which I don't understand. I would have thought a light blue splatter vinyl would be more the thing, but no, both of them are on this colour. But still, I wasn't going to get it, and Rob Walker actually mentioned it in a comment on, I think, his own video. That I replied to one of my comments, and I thought, I really would like it, and it is one of the best albums of the 80s, so I thought, why not, you only live once. Okay, so those are my purchases. A very expensive morning, but it's going to be very happy listening this afternoon. And if you're out for record store day, I hope you get what you want, especially if you've queued forever. Luckily I don't have to, I just walk in. That's about 4 years in a row where I've never really had to queue. I think the longest I have queued is about 7 minutes. But okay, that's me for now. So I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.